Ooh, a little shaky, isn't it? Good morning, YouTube family. It's Greg. Let's see, we're on I think we're almost at a week with our weight loss program. And I haven't been able to exercise recently because of migraines and some back problems, but this is a work in progress. And I have definitely stayed very diligent on my eating regimen, which I feel a lot better. After a week, it's like, why couldn't I have done this like 10 years ago? And I probably wouldn't be in this fix. It's a beautiful morning here in San Marcos, Texas. You see behind me the sun's coming up. It's about 65 degrees. And I know some of you in frozen land will be envious of that. But I'm about ready to take my walk, and I was going to show you where I go. But I'll get started. I'll start walking now. I've already stretched, and we'll get going. And I'll bring you along with. Wow, don't you feel privileged? Hopefully this isn't too bumpy of a ride for you, but we're on our road here, and I'll pick up the pace a little bit and breathe in that fresh air and relax. Yoga while walking. Oh, I'm glad to bring you along with. Feels good to get moving. It's a mindset. That's what I'm learning from some key people that I've crossed paths with on YouTube. Red Viking Trucker, if you haven't listened to any of his videos, they're outstanding. He is a trucker, but he is a professional who has turned trucker intentionally, and he shares with us some amazing insight into life, how to overcome, and I appreciate him very much. Also, Michael, shout out to you in Jacksonville, Florida, the voice of reason, the vast right-wing conspirator who sets before us warnings of things that may or may not come to pass, but he is vigilant and puts together a package almost on every video, if not every video, that clearly defines the concerns of our day and age. So shout out to Michael. Shout out to my wife for helping me stay fixed even when I wasn't feeling well. We helped each other get through it. And the migraines, I really believe the migraine headaches are a result of the withdrawal that I went through, and I don't know, in some small way still going through currently. You get off some of the things that I've been eating, Firehouse Subs, Chinese buffet, oh my gosh, In-N-Out Burger, oh dear me, oh, any barbecue I can find. And so, staying away from processed foods has been the key. It's only been a week, so I'm not on the scale. I'm not going to get on the scale. I take that back. I have a doctor's appointment with my rheumatologist at 10 o'clock this morning, so I will be getting on the scale. But I'm going to put my fingers in my ears and hum so they don't tell me how much I weigh. That can play with your head when you're trying to maintain fitness and you don't think you've lost what you think you should have lost or that sort of thing. So I stay away from that game and try to just stay focused. Again, I'm talking like I'm a successful dietitian. That's not the case, as you can see. Anyways, coming to the end of the road here, we have a long road that winds into the property here at Blind Salamander RV Park. if you want to know, that's where my wife and I live, in a fifth wheel with, what do we got, 4 slide outs? And I only mention that to say this, that it's roomy in there. And when you don't have a lot of overhead, and oh my gosh, my cat wants to go on a walk with us. Mika, what are you doing? And more importantly, why are you doing it? Huh? Well, come on. Come to Papa. I can't ever get her to do what I want her to do. And now all of a sudden she wants to walk with me. Mika, come on, sweetheart. What was I saying? I digressed and regressed in the process of digressing. Does that make sense? Anyways, I sure enjoy this. I'm sorry I forgot my train of thought. I'll go back and look at the video and go, that's what I was saying. So anyways, I'm enjoying the conversation. Yes, it's a dialogue. It seems like a monologue, but it is a dialogue because you're listening and you're already formulating thoughts in your mind. And hopefully they're good thoughts. So, anyways, I'm glad I'm doing this. It feels good to do it. And I'm at a point where I need to do it. So, it being, have a transforming new thought foundation for living a healthier life and being more active. I'm tired of allowing my pain to dictate the terms of my existence. You know, it's like my good friend on YouTube, Red Viking Trucker. He says, none of us are getting out of here alive. So what are we waiting for? I mean, if that doesn't motivate you, it's a great point, isn't it? We're not. So let's get to it. I'm far from being an inspiration, but hopefully those of you that have been compromised by health circumstances due to your control or not in your control, and sometimes they're not because of injury or some disease, which in my case again, and I've mentioned this, that I have an autoimmune called rheumatoid arthritis. I don't have the type that is crippling. My grandmother has that type, and she's 86, and it really, as you can see, it's crippling her hands, and she loves to get out and garden, and she can't. And that really kills her because she loves to piddle. That's a Texas word, piddle in the garden. Anyways, mine is not that type, but it is a painful type, and I have to take meds to help that inflammation. Until I started reading books about what you eat causes inflammation. In 1 week, I stayed away from any tomato, which is a killer, because in my garden, which I'll show you in just a minute, it's nothing fantastic, but it's one of my vices, and I like to get out and garden. And so tomatoes, we grew a great crop in the summer, and in the fall we had a bumper crop, only to learn that tomatoes cause a great deal of inflammation in your joints. So guess what? We can't do our tomatoes. And I just learned how to do them. So I'm approaching where we live. I don't want to flip the camera because I don't think it works like that. So I'll just turn it for you and you can see my garden. See? And over here, I've actually got, let's see, there you go. I've got onions and garlic. And my potatoes got blasted by the Arctic blast that we got here a week ago. You know, it's crazy. Yesterday was 80 degrees here. And 4 or 5 days ago, it was 8 degrees in the morning in some spots around our area. We, actually in San Marcos, I think we hit 12, which is ungodly for us here. 12 degrees. Can you imagine what that does to a Texan? And not the northern Texas, Amarillo, Panhandle, even up in Dallas. They're you more used to it, but down here in the Austin area, between Austin and San Antonio, that's too cold. My thoughts freeze at that temperature. That's a weak attempt at humor. So I'm going round 2, and 4 rounds will make half a mile. And I think I'm going to just keep it there for the rest of this week. And then, increase incrementally. Maybe each week I'll add another couple laps to the walking. And then, believe it or not, I owe you, as I mentioned,